Jimmy, moving along to NHL free agency, we have had some big signings in the NHL. The biggest is Steven Stamkos, the longtime captain of the Tampa Bay Lightning, signed a 5-year, $5.5 million per year deal with the Nashville Predators. This is an exciting move. Elias Lindholm went to the Boston Bruins on a 7-year, $8 million a year deal. And so Jonathan Marchessault went to the Predators. So these are some of the big names. Chandler Stevenson to the Seattle Kraken. He signed a 7-year, $6 million a year contract to give them a forward and a scoring threat. So we've got some big moves in the NHL for teams to try to improve. Jimmy, what are your thoughts on? I'm not going to ask you your favorite pick. And also Jake Gunsill of the Carolina Panthers signed a 7-year, $63 million contract. So another big deal. With the Tampa Bay Lightning. So, Jimmy, who do you got uh, for your not only just your favorite picks of NHL free agency, but do you think, Jimmy, that in the NHL that free agency can really make that big of a difference? Because it isn't 5 guys on the court like it is in basketball. It's 20 25 guys are playing in the game. Does one or two guys make that big of a difference to you? And do you have a favorite sort of guy that was picked up?
I mean, if a guy's highly skilled, yes, he could make a difference in the I guess the transition in the game. I think, what I hear most about hockey players is their skating or how fast they are, and their control of of the puck. So like guys who are impactful, guys um who could change the game, who could impact the game by uh you know getting shots on goals, or getting guys opportunities to score. And but what I'm hearing from this draft is particular defensemen who um you
Can
know
make an
aren't,
impact. Yeah.
yeah, who can make an impact but aren't necessarily that the kind of big defenseman players that we're used to hearing. So, I don't, I think it's just like it's the evolution of all sports. The games change, players change, the kind of the way that players are used is changed. But like you said earlier, kudos to the guys that living out their dreams, getting the opportunity to play, and you know but what I do find interesting is that these guys are signing long-term
Yeah,
contracts,
they are. They're big.
6, 7 years, for like $1 million, and then you got one guy that has a 9-year contract for like 63 million.
Yeah, it's
There's no
crazy.
consistency in the free agency signings.
Well, Jimmy, my favorite of all those is the Steven Stamkos, and here's why: is because you got the Predators, who are a team that is on the rise and looking to make a deep playoff run, and you bring in a longtime captain on a top team like the Lightning that have won the Stanley Cup and have had a lot of success. You bring sort of their big leader and you put him into another team. Now maybe he's not playing at the same level he was, but you bring that veteran leadership into the locker room on a championship culture. I think it can make a big difference. So I think that's my favorite